Previously on the Adventures of Mattman. Matt and I went back to Whole Foods, except this time he was totally chill about it. We went over the terms behavior and elopement, and talked about why a simple trip to the store actually teaches a lot of social skills. Matt also tried new foods in a new place, and we learned why that was so awesome. We hit a home run with the chocolate pretzels, but not so much with the scone. And that's what you missed on Mattman.
Bird! Matthew likes to eat peanut butter, chocolate milk, water, and a couple like crunchy snacks and bacon. And that's it. That's like his entire diet. And it's a problem. And he just will not eat anything else. And we're working on that. But it's such a challenge.
So Matt has a pretty limited diet and does happen to really like peanut butter and chocolate milk. So I had this idea that I'm going to make him a smoothie, and I knew he was going to love it. In order to pull it off though, you have to use a motivating enough reinforcer. So in this case I pull out the big guns, Oreos.
A reinforcer is something that Matthew wants, that he will do something he doesn't want to do to get. Like we have jobs and we may not like them, but we get money. So that's a reinforcer.
A reinforcer is anything that increases the likelihood of a behavior occurring again. So a lot of people think that, well, I'll just give him an M&M or a cookie and he'll do what I want him to do. If it's not worthwhile enough, it's not a reinforcer. And you have to think about us. So maybe you like bananas. Do you like bananas enough to go to work 40 hours a week and get paid in a bunch of bananas? No. So it's not really a reinforcer. It's not going to increase the likelihood of you working again.
And then eventually you're going to fade out the Oreo and he'll just eat what we want him to eat.
So he actually takes a sip. And I'm excited thinking, you know, we could actually take it to the next level, but when I turn my back, not so much. So I know Tara's going to tell me the cup I tried was way too big, so I give him a smaller cup like, oh, it's just a little bit. He won't get overwhelmed thinking he has to drink the whole thing. And again, he's like, no. Thanks, but no thanks.
It's not because they're being a brat or they just don't want to eat what you want them to eat. There are a lot of issues going on. Some of them are sensory, like they don't like the feel of the food, or some kids will only eat mushy foods or only eat crunchy foods. Sometimes it's more like an obsessive compulsive thing where they only eat foods that are a certain color. We actually realized that Matt eats foods that are like orange, brown, and beige, and that's basically what he likes to eat.
So in addition to using an instant reinforcer by giving him a food that he likes, he's also working towards a bigger goal, which you see him writing down, his computer break. Not for me. You eat it. Put it on your tongue. Take a piece. One. One. You're okay. You're okay. 2, 3, 9, 10. Good job. 20 seconds. 1, 2. So I'm gradually able to give Matt the fork back, and he's able to hold it on his tongue for an increased amount of time. It's such a small step, but it's essential in order for him to get to the next step of taking a whole bite.
At the beginning with Matt, he would push anything away. He wouldn't want to stay at the table if it was a new food that he didn't want to eat. So we had to reinforce him for just tolerating it being there in his presence. And then we taught him to maybe sniff it, lick it, take a little bite of his mouth. At this point, we have established a reinforcement history for trying a new food.
Take a bite. Take a bite, and I'll give you these. Good job. Nice. Nice big bite. Not bad at all. Later that week, Matt's able to eat a whole cashew, which is awesome. And he even ate multiple chips that were a new flavor and organic and totally different than what he was used to. Take a bite. It's good. Good job. It's so yummy. Bread, cheese, and pepperoni. What else could you want? Yummy. Isn't it good?
Aaron had Matthew eat pizza, and I just couldn't believe it. He showed me the video, and I was like, no freaking way, because I would have had to sit on him and force it down his throat to get him to eat pizza. And to see him just take a couple nibbles of pizza, it was wild. It was really wild.
So we started with just cereals or crackers because they were very similar to what he eats, but now pizza, that's something entirely different.